Hi, welcome to the 8-Minute A-Game. Come on in. I've got an important topic today to talk to you about. I call it straight talk. We've got to get more straight talk in our organizations. Here's the challenge. I see on TV these reality shows and people go on them. One of those was where you eat disgusting things or whatever, and it was called Fear Factor. And they'd get like 4 people on there and they'd put them through this series of challenges. And every one of them, when they asked them, how are you going to do? What's going to go on when you go into these challenges? I'm going to win. I'm number 1. No one can beat me. I'm the greatest. I'm in it to win it. Great. Let's go. We put them through the challenges, and every time they'd interview the person who lost the very first challenge, so they came in 4th place out of 4 people, they'd say, how do you think you did? And they'd say, well, I gave my best, and I'm still a winner, and I really feel good about how I did, and I really represented what I came here to do, so I still feel like I won. Really? Because before the challenge started, you said you were going to win it all. You were going to take home that $50,000 prize. Nobody was going to beat you. Then you came in 4th place out of 4 people, and now you're saying, oh, I still won. What? What is going on? I see this happening organizations all over the place. This is why it's not a good idea as a leader or a supervisor when you have a problem with somebody on the team to pull the team together and to sit them down and to say, okay, look, we're not succeeding, we're not meeting customer expectations, we're not getting things done, hoping that that person who's not performing will get the message loud and clear. What usually happens is all the superstars who are doing their job, they say, what's this guy talking about? Why is Ted having this talk with the team when it's Joe so-and-so or Julie so-and-so who aren't doing their job? Why am I in this meeting? I come early, I stay late, I take names. I'm a little bit frustrated by having to get this sit-down meeting from my boss. And you know whose head it goes right over? Whoosh! Who it just flies right over their head? The exact person who you were aiming the meeting at. That's the one who doesn't hear it at all. As a matter of fact, they sit there and they go, well, can't be talking about me. Don't know why we're having this meeting. We got to get some straight talk self-assessment to happen. People need to be willing to hear how they're really doing and then to work on it. So here are a couple things to think about. Okay? First of all, in your organization, when you give critical feedback, who welcomes it, takes notes, okay, and says, I'm going to work on this. When you say to somebody, I do training all the time, when I say, take a note on this, all the people who grab their pens and write it down, usually those are the people who are already pretty good at it. But they know there's something more that they could assess about themselves and work on here. The people who throw their pens and lean back like they know it all, those are the people who think they know it all, but I can tell right away they're not doing it. They don't get it. So look for the people in the organization who talk a lot about knowing how to get things done, but don't really get it done. And go to those people and ask them, sometimes I'll ask managers the same thing, you say you have an open door policy. You say you're open to coaching. You say you want to be better all the time. Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Remember, this is the you say you want to win fear factor today. Oh, yeah, I want to win. Okay. Well, tell me, when was the last time that open door policy got used? When was the last time somebody came through the door and gave you some critical feedback, and you took it, you worked on it, and you got better, and you went back to them and said, how did I do? Did I get better at this thing that you wanted me to get better at? And they said, yeah, you've really improved. When was the last time that happened? Ask each of your staff that question. Ask each of your managers that question. Ask each of your senior managers and listen to them talk about when the last time was that really happened, and then evaluate the substance of their answer. It's really interesting. I have people in leadership seminars all the time, and I say, okay, write down the 3 things you need to work on the most. All the time I'll have somebody say, I just can't really come up with anything. Really? Give me your cell phone and your husband or wife's number. I bet we can find some. Now listen, they've probably already told you those things, but you just don't agree. You just don't think you need to work on it. You just haven't gotten straight talk with people to the point where you're willing to improve. So that's the goal. First of all, figure out how people can get straight talk back and forth in your organization so everybody's working on improving. And then hold people accountable to going and getting those results. That's how you can get to the A-game level of performance, whether it's staff, supervisors, or whatever. When somebody starts to say, here's what I think we need to do to improve, here's what you should do to improve, start taking notes. Ask them what criteria would be accessible for evaluation, and take that criteria and say, if I meet this criteria, will that result in a success in my improvement in this area? Then start working on it, follow up, be accountable. That would be going to the A game. So as I always say, go work on this homework between now and next month, bring your A game, or go home.